Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most important to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just gloves.
High risk, high reward for the winner. And an opportunity to get right back in the mix at British level. The first of 3 tantalising light middleweight clashes in Liverpool tonight. If they needed any reminder, Kieran Conway in the white trunks and the white gloves, Metcalf all in black. What a performance Metcalf and Cheeseman put on in Gibraltar. Attritional, it was violent, it was bloody, and it ended badly for Metcalf. How much of those grueling 11 rounds have taken out of the tank of the 33-year-old son of Shane Neary, who himself was once labelled as the most exciting fighter in Britain. His son has followed in the same vein. A sense that he will get a little bit closer as these rounds go on. Conway so far doing a reasonably good job of keeping it long, just misses with the right hand as Metcalf was on the exit there.
Yeah, he's controlling the distance well, Conway. Got Metcalf on the end of the jab at the minute. Not allowing Metcalf to get too close to him. This is where he wants to be, Conway at range. Nice counter left. Check left hook there, followed by a right hand from Conway. Good work.
Head movement just making Metcalf miss with a triple jab, but he comes forward, right hand to the body.
Not enough head movement from Metcalf. Quite static at the minute. He's got to move that head side to side, avoid these jabs and try and come back with a right hand of his own. Been a positive start from Conway so far.
Can Metcalf make adjustments? Can he put him under pressure? Can he force him to adapt as he swings in a long right hand again? Conway just stepping off, forcing Metcalf to reset.
Better movement from Conway now. He's not going back in straight lines. He's moving around the centre circle, always allowing space behind himself. So when Metcalf does mount an attack, he can move backwards. That's a good 1-2 straight down the middle of the guard of Metcalf.
Just catches him with a left hook on the exit as well. Keeping a hand position responsible when Metcalf commits with wide shots too.
He's had a few opportunities, Metcalf, to let his hands go when he's inside, and he hasn't. Doesn't want to waste them opportunities because Conway has moved well, so you don't know how many of those you're going to get. Oh, good right uppercut there from Conway.
Metcalf working with him up close, but another good round for Kieran Conway as the seconds tick by. Long left hook to the body from Metcalf that will welt under his right eye now. Just signs of that effective jab and double jab that Conway has landed with consistency through the first 6 rounds.
Just want to see Conway go for the gears now. You know, he said he was guilty of it against Sissoko. Let's see what you've got then. Metcalf, always dangerous. A good jab from Conway. This is better, a bit more of a sustained attack now. Back comes Metcalf.
Forcing himself forward. Conway just trying to dip low and exit to his left there, nearly pushed through the ropes. Stayed on his feet, just walked into a left hook there, Conway. Had to hold on. Metcalf just sensed that he may have hurt his man there. Just a little murmur from the crowd here.
This is the fight that Metcalf wants, in close. Landed a couple of hooks and uppercuts.
Who is in the ascendancy? Metcalf chopping away to the body. Conway responding.
It's a shame we didn't see a bit more of this, Chris. It's
Absolutely.
really exciting stuff when they're in close quarters, in the pocket, letting the hands go.
You just wonder why Metcalf didn't make this a little bit more attritional, didn't try and drag Conway into this kind of fight earlier, because you feel it would have suited him. And if he doesn't get the nod on the scorecards, he may rue abandoning these kind of tactics early. But they come to blows right up until the final bell. Really entertaining last round.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here in Liverpool, we go to the judges' score totals. Howard Foster, 96-94. Steve Gray, 96-95. And Phil Edwards, 96-95. All 3 for your winner, by unanimous decision, Kieran Dupress Conway.
I mean, the big talking point is, of course, the weight, 120.2 pounds. Shannon Courtenay weighed in yesterday as a result of coming on a menstrual cycle late Thursday night, 2.5 pounds over the championship weight, so she has had to forfeit her belt, but it is still up for grabs for Jamie Mitchell if she were to win. Will we see that affect her performance? Jamie Mitchell knows this is the opportunity of her career. The vacant now title is on the line for her. Well-schooled product of the American amateur boxing system, and you can see it in the way she boxes too. Just walks into a counter right hand from Courtenay there.
She means business, Mitchell, doesn't she? Straight on the front foot, trying to rough up Courtenay, who's on the back foot, stuck in the corner. Good right hand from Mitchell, and again, carries her chin very high though when she lets the shots go, Mitchell. She's got to tuck that down.
She said she was going to drag Courtenay to hell and take her to places that she hasn't been before. You would like to think that Ebony Bridges tried to do the same thing, and Courtenay prevailed in that. She lands a left hook, right hand off the ropes, but Mitchell stays in front of her. Explosive start in this first round.
Wild swing from Courtenay there, missing, and a jab lands from Mitchell, but she landed 2 good shots while she was backed into the corner. Courtenay, she's under pressure again from Mitchell. She's got to get her chin down, Mitchell, she really has. Got caught with 2 big hooks. Needs to get that tucked down a little bit more, then let the shots go. Good work again from Mitchell, 3 shots. Spending too much.
Just a little bit static, and she's been caught by hooks as a result, but she lands a couple of her own, working hard off the ropes.
Oh. Spending far too much time on the ropes, Courtenay. I'm not sure what she's doing here, but it's not a good tactic. It's under pressure here and allowing Mitchell like this just to come on and land shots at will.
And that welt above the left eye of Courtenay just starting to puff out a little bit as Mitchell commits with stiff shots to the body, and then a left hook upstairs, and Courtenay caught a little bit tall on a couple of times trying to trade with her, but Mitchell having a really good start to this 5th round.
Oh, she means business, she's confident, she's letting her hands go. She's got to move her feet, Courtenay, or she's going to lose this contest. She needs to try and get on that front foot and push Mitchell back. She had success in the 2nd round, but she switched off, opting to move on the back foot, and she's getting well beat here. She's got to try and look for those counters, try and let Mitchell pour out that jab and come back to the right hand left hook. But under pressure, there's only one winner at the minute, and that's Mitchell.
She expended a lot of energy in the first minute of this round. Jamie Mitchell just steps off for a moment, knows that now it's Courtenay's job to try and chase and even things up. Right hand just inside or over the top of a long left hook from Courtenay.
That's been the shot that's caused that damage, along with the clash of heads, but she has found the range with the right hand, Mitchell. But so does Shannon there.
Doubles up the right hand, then the left hook.
Running out of time now.
Mitchell is just a picture of composure and balance as she lands a stiff 1-2, pushes Courtenay back into the corner, and Steve Gray, a timely intervention as ever. Mitchell just in that comfortable rhythm, uppercut through the middle off the body shots.
Yeah, 2 good shots with a right hand there from Mitchell, just missing with the left hook. Good shots from Courtenay on the back foot though.
Really digging in, Courtenay off the ropes, trying to fight her way back to centre ring. She's landing leather. Mitchell just steps off for a moment, trying to hold on the American. Does she feel something in that exchange as Courtenay now just in the ascendancy, pushes her way forward, walks into a couple of short hooks, 45 seconds to go in the 8th round.
Yeah, it was a good right hand left hook from Courtenay when she was backed onto the ropes, and Mitchell felt those.
Just lunging in, telegraphing that right hand, and was out of range, but she wasn't with the second. Catches her with a couple of short ones, then the left hook, Right hand lands clean. Mitchell is being forced backwards here, and this is exactly the response that Iqbal wanted in the corner of Shannon Courtney, and he's got it. 15 seconds on the clock as Courtney just pouring forward. And he's exerting pressure for the first time in the contest. And she shouts, "Let's go," to her American challenger. Mitchell not allowing Courtney the space to work, working away, shoe shine to the body, hooks upstairs as well. Mitchell swings with the left hook, misses, cuffing right hand lands. But it's been a fine performance from the American challenger, the belt only available to her. Remember, she will feel she's done enough. Many ringside feel the same way. Is this the moment that she lifts the WBA World Bantamweight title at the age of 36?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action here in Liverpool, we go to the judges' score totals. Jesus Morata Garcia, 95-95 even. Howard Foster, 97-93. Jordan Ezekiev, 96-94. Both for your winner by majority decision. And the new WBA Bantamweight Champion of the World, Jamie the Miracle Mitchell.
Okay, boys, if a cold break, take a step back. Don't throw punches down the back of the head and protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Round one.
So the atmosphere here building towards the main event. Liam Smith against Anthony Fowler, and Ed Harrison trying to put it to McGrail in the early stages here of the professional debut of one of the most talented amateurs of the past decade or so. Travelling the same path as Anthony Fowler and others from the 2016 generation. McGrail from the 2020 Tokyo generation. And although he was beaten in his first contest there, he says the disappointment has been eased by the excitement of turning professional.
Listen, I believe he's the first Olympian to turn pro from the GB squad, so he's going to set a tone. But make no mistake, Mike, Harrison a record of 8-2. If you combine all these Harrison's previous opponents up to this point, they had a record of 58 wins and only 3 losses. So Harrison has been extremely tough and always comes to give a good fight. It's extremely game.
Yeah, and of those 8 defeats, only one of them has been inside the distance. So the challenge for Peter McGrail to transfer those sublime skills that we've seen down the years with the vest on into the professional ring. Solid left hand to the body, and again he repeats the trick.
He's found that consistently so far in the fight. It's early doors, but he looks like he's made for the pros. Started off this round with real intent. I wonder if he fancies a stoppage here, McGrail. That would be making a real statement if he did.
And at this stage, Harrison trying to hold his ground in the centre of the ring.
What he does so well is that from the southpaw stance, he'll lean to his right, just like that. And instead of coming back with the right hand, which most people expect, he throws the left hand. Got caught with a little uppercut on the inside there. Oh, great shot to the body.
Good shot from McGrail, and now he's got a chance to open up and score that inside the distance victory. Can he be the only second man to stop Harrison inside the distance? Harrison covers up on the ropes.
Should touch upstairs and bang downstairs. Just like that. Giving him a chance to letting him off the hook now.
McGrail getting 3 shots here, nothing coming back at him from Harrison.
I think if he just lets his hands go shoe shine, the referee might step in.
Can he mount a sustained attack here and win this one inside the distance in the final round? Trying to pummel away to the body of Harrison. Harrison covering up well with those elbows, but still throwing nothing back.
Hurt him again.
McGrail trying to step up the tempo, but Harrison will have that stopwatch in his head that all of these journeyman opponents have. He'll know that there's barely a minute or so to go in this 6th and final round.
Harrison is scheduled for 2 more fights in November, so he doesn't want to get stopped at all costs.
This time McGrail covering up as he moves away from that cluster of shots that he was throwing there close to the ropes. And now moves Harrison to the other side of the ring and again tries to open up. This time Harrison does fire back. Harrison now getting the sense that he will make his way to the final bell.
And credit to Harrison for seeing us this round. Took a lot of shots against a very, very highly skilled fighter with a huge future.
McGrail dancing after his man in the closing stages, and Harrison with a final salvo, having heard the timekeeper rap on the canvas. 6 rounds completed, a successful professional debut for Peter McGrail.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds here at the M&S Bank Arena, we go to referee Steve Graves' scorecard. It reads 60-54 for your winner. He's now undefeated as a professional from Liverpool, Peter McGrail.
Ted Cheeseman defending his title against Troy Williamson. Cheeseman, the younger man, but much more experienced in terms of 12-round fights. Williamson has never been the championship distance. So Ted Cheeseman, the very mention of the name makes you think guaranteed excitement. We've seen it so many times. This his 5th British title fight, his first defence of the title he won back in brilliant fashion in Gibraltar back in March of this year against the supremely confident here tonight, Troy Williamson.
Some heavy shots going in so early in the fight here.
Cheeseman working away to the body, but Troy Williamson replying, and Cheeseman in the early stages looked as if he might be trying to set some authority behind the jab, but the 2 men are pounding each other away to the body here, and now it's Williamson who tries to get behind that left-hand jab.
I think Cheeseman's slightly better technique and boxing ability is just separating them at the moment. But this is high-risk stuff because both men still have a lot of power, and I think both men have felt each other's power, so they know the risk they're taking when they open up.
And Cheeseman took a risk there, trying to throw that right uppercut, left himself open, but in the end wasn't made to pay. Covered up well on the inside as Williamson tried to throw that left hook. And again, that solid left jab of Cheeseman's to the head and to the body. The one to the body's been working particularly well.
That was a beautiful combination from Williamson there. And again, the 1-2 round the side. Pops up and gets caught himself. Great action here, great action from these two fighters.
Williamson standing firm, holding his ground in the centre of the ring. Just get the sense that he believes he's the stronger of the two, and now he steps forward. Williamson tries to open up on the ropes. On the far side of the ring, Cheeseman working away to the body, but another one of those left hooks gets through from Williamson. Williamson taking the body shots well.
This is where Williamson's really, really dangerous. When he has his opponents back into the ropes, this is where he loves to work. Cheeseman needs to get out and box. This has not been a good round for him. He can box, Cheeseman. He's shown that before. I believe he's got the better technique and maybe the better skills, but at this type of fight, this round, it's been Williamson's.
Williamson is giving himself good room here to find these shots. Tries that left hook that just lands on the top of the head of Cheeseman. Cheeseman, though, gamely firing back on the inside. And now a blemish beneath the left eye of Ted Cheeseman. He was cut by the right eye against JJ Metcalf last time around, and it looks as if there's some blood appearing beneath that left eye. Williamson covering up confidently on the ropes.
You're right, Mike. Even though it's Cheeseman coming forward right now.
Right hand
Good
from
shot
Cheeseman.
for Cheeseman.
Good shot to reply from Cheeseman. Just when it looked as though it might be turning against him. Once again, he finds a response, but so too does Williamson. What a contest already, and we've only just moved into the second half for the British super welterweight title. The champion, Ted Cheeseman, just slips on some surface water in the ring at that stage as he attempted to throw a right hand to the body. The jab to the body was working well early on, and now Williamson opens out once again, and Cheeseman is hurt again.
I think he might have slipped, Mike. I'm not sure. I think there was a punch, but there was also a slip. He's having some issues with his boots.
It's where he slipped just a moment or so ago. But there's no question a solid shot from Williamson did land.
Mike, think of the great light middleweight fights. I think of one. Jamie Moore, Matthew Macklin. This is right up there with that.
And still, no knowing of which way it will go as Williamson backs off onto the ropes, trying to give himself some punching room. Cheeseman gets on the front foot now, sways from the waist, takes a left uppercut. Good shot to the body from Williamson, and that slowed Cheeseman in his tracks. But now Cheeseman fires back. Williamson steps off, gives himself room once again, tries to pick his shots.
Showing some boxing now, Williamson, but might go against him because he's giving the momentum to Cheeseman. Big right hand for Cheeseman on the ropes.
And before that, there was a left hook as well that drove Williamson back to the ropes. And this is the kind of pressure that Williamson hasn't faced in his career so far. And now Cheeseman senses a chance to open up inside the final half a minute of the 7th round. Williamson backs off onto the ropes. Cheeseman opening up again.
He's hurt, Mike.
Badly hurt. Cheeseman now goes on the front foot once again. Another right hand lands. And Williamson now has just over 10 seconds to survive. Cheeseman senses an early finish here. Separated by the referee. Blood on the face of Cheeseman. And then a big right hand. Williamson somehow holds on at the end of a memorable 7th round. And Cheeseman has turned it back his way. Such dramatic action here at ringside in Liverpool, stoking the atmosphere for the main event still to come. Williamson trying to get behind the jab now and swings in an overhand right. That brought him success in the early part of the contest. Is Williamson now rallying? Is it his turn to go on top? And again, Cheeseman has slipped on the sponsorship logos in the centre of the ring.
Seems to have found something here, Williamson. Good start for him. Good left hook.
Williamson on the attack now, and it's Cheeseman's turn to cover up. Will Cheeseman be able to respond once again? He's done it so many times in the contest so far. Williamson is clearly setting up that big right hand. He's pouring with the jab. The right hand follows. Cheeseman tries to clip him with the left hook. Cheeseman is working away, but he's been backed up onto the ropes. Body shots again from Williamson. Left hooks raining in on Cheeseman. Cheeseman takes them, some of them on the arms, but some of them are getting through. Dramatic action once again with just over a minute to go in round 9, and yet another turn, yet another switch in terms of the authority and the momentum of the contest here. Both men have had success in different spells during the contest so far, and a right hand at the beginning of the round from Williamson, and a second one. Now he opens up. Cheeseman covers up on the ropes just above us and immediately swings back, and Williamson here now almost paid for his carelessness as he opened up on the ropes, and once again the footwork of Cheeseman is affected, and now it's Williamson's chance to slip. Williamson gets through with a left hook. Cheeseman backs up, covering up on the ropes here. Is he buying himself time, or is he hurt? Williamson, brilliant left uppercut, but still Cheeseman fires back here in another of these Fight of the Year contenders. We see it so
he's
often.
gone! He's gone!
Cheeseman has
Stop
gone.
the fight!
A left hook, and Cheeseman will
fight.
not be rising, and the referee, as the towel comes in, waves it all off. And Troy Williamson with a devastating exchange in the 10th round floors Ted Cheeseman. The bravest of brave resistances from Ted Cheeseman, but in the end it was one left hook too many, delivered him to the canvas, and the British title has changed hands in the most memorable fashion, and the new champion is Troy Williamson. Well, how the atmosphere has been stoked by that fight for the British Super Welterweight title, and now the main event. And even though they're only 3 years apart in age, the narrative in this fight has been around the seasoned campaigner against the rising prospect. Liam Smith, as you see there, had more than twice as many professional fights. Can Fowler make his amateur pedigree tout? So we're underway then, the Battle of Liverpool, the Battle of the Mersey, and the consensus was that it was so important for these men to impose their style on the contest in the early rounds. In particular, Anthony Fowler. He has to be leading, so the consensus goes at the halfway stage.
The jab is the key for Fowler. I think so in this fight. He has to establish the jab and be mobile on his feet, not to be too planted, which is quite hard to do when you have a wide stance like he does. He has to be up on his toes a little bit and using a good solid stiff jab.
Flicking out that left jab, it's landed a couple of times, but Smith has managed to either block it or avoid it by just swaying away from the relative danger.
Smith is a very, very clever operator. He knows exactly what he's doing in there. Even if he's allowing Fowler to punch, he's just looking at the patterns, looking at where he can come back, as you saw there, pick and return the jab. Took a good right hand from Fowler though.
Right hand over the top from Fowler. First big shot of the opening round as we head towards the halfway stage, but Smith took it well, but there is blood now by the left eye of Liam Smith.
Oh, good right hand!
Another right hand from Fowler. Brilliant shot. And Liam Smith is in trouble. He smiles, but it's a smile that says he's been caught and he's been hurt. Liam Smith now, who's been down 3 times against Canelo Alvarez and against Munguia, managed to hold his feet there. 40 seconds to go. This has been a very confident start from Fowler, who spoke so confidently throughout the build-up, flicking out that left hand, trying to keep Liam Smith at bay. Fowler, keen-eyed, looking
Good
for the
left
target.
hook. But sits there, well done. Smith's starting to get to work on the left side. He usually likes to slip inside to his left side and then come back either with a left hook to the body or an up jab. He's done that well, but...
And Smith also has an underrated jab, and he's landed that a couple of times in the contest so far. But that flicking jab from Fowler lands again on the head of Smith, and that really will be a key here for both Fowler and for Smith to get inside and for Fowler to dominate with that shot and to use it to back up. Good right hand though from Smith on the way in.
And it's Smith who's fainting more.
Now Fowler goes on the attack, whipped in a couple of right hands, and now Smith has to take evasive action on the ropes, and the blood starts to flow once again from that left eye.
I think that attack from Fowler was more out of nerves. It was more desperation because he couldn't handle the feint to Smith.
Smith slips inside, tries that left uppercut, didn't quite connect, didn't quite time it, flicks out the jab, nice right uppercut in response from Fowler, then Fowler goes to the body.
Nice body shots.
Oh,
Good
a couple of
response,
right
good
hands
right
from
hand.
Fowler, followed up with the left hand.
One thing about
And
Fowler, he
Smith
can
was
punch.
shaken.
He can punch. So as long
Certainly
as,
stemmed the flow of traffic there from Liam Smith.
yeah, as long as you're in front of him, he's got. I think Smith is still hurt, or is he setting a trap here?
Smith backing off here, half a minute to go.
He looks hurt to
in
me.
the third round. Wings away with a right hand. He doesn't look so confident, does Smith here. He doesn't look as if he was moving back there voluntarily. He was driven back. Left, right again from Fowler. He tries the uppercut, then the hook. Gets through. Smith fires back with a jab. But Fowler here is having a very significant spell. Timekeeper wraps the canvas. Closing seconds of the third round.
Oh,
Big right hand is the
two big
response.
right hands.
Two from Liam Smith, and then Fowler once again responds. Brilliant end to the third round.
Beautiful right hand from Fowler. Smith thought the left hook was coming. He paused to catch that, but the right hand come back, and there he was answering the right hand. Oh.
Two in a row followed by a left hand, and that was one of the punches actually that Fowler was working on the pads with Shane McGuigan at the public workout earlier in the week. They've managed to stem the flow of blood from that left eye of Anthony Fowler in between the fourth and fifth rounds, and now Fowler tries to open up once again from that wide stance of his, and a right hand from Liam Smith gets through. Fowler, careless in defence, drops the left hand and allowed Smith that gap to take advantage.
The thing that Smith is doing so well is that he's leaning to his left side all the time, looking to slip to his left, and you assume he's going to respond, which he does a lot of the time, with a left hook to the body or a jab to the chin. But that time he just leant to his left and threw the right hand, and down he goes!
Right,
the exact same shot
from Liam Smith. Brilliantly
exact same
timed
shot.
at the halfway stage of round number 5, and Anthony Fowler gets to his feet at the count of 8, but there's still a minute and 15 seconds to survive. One shot has turned it all around, and Liam Smith now, with all of that experience, has a minute in which to finish Anthony Fowler. Can Fowler hold on? Smith now measured in his attacking, waiting for the opportunities. There's no rash attack here. He knows he'll get another opportunity. He whips in the right hand, left hook, and Fowler trying to regain his composure. Smith opening up here. This is a blistering attack. Fowler will do so well to survive this now. 40 seconds to go in round 5. Fowler backed up once again. Smith just getting a bit desperate there, lunging in, wings in an overhand right. Fowler sways away from the corner, but he's on rubbery legs. There's little left in the legs of Fowler here now. 20 seconds to go in round number 5. Can Fowler respond? Can Smith finish this here? Smith tries the right uppercut. Somehow Fowler avoids it. Good jab from Smith, 2 in a row. Fowler firing back. Desperate last few seconds of the round as Smith opens up once again. Fowler trying to find an escape route, trying to find sanctuary.
Here's the knockdown. It was the right hand. He just landed with it 15 seconds before that, with an almost exact same punch with the rhythm that he set up with. Leaning to his left, looking to show the left, and then the right hand comes over the top and you don't see it.
But even against Scott Fitzgerald, the one fight he's lost in his professional career, didn't have to fight at this kind of pace. Applause from Liam Smith's corner, but Fowler fires back with that jab. Another right hand gets through from Smith, but immediately Fowler responds.
He's done
a brilliant left hook from Liam Smith after a beautiful right hand. The damage done, and Anthony Fowler will do well to get to his feet here. And the referee has a good look, and it's all over. With a minute to go in the 8th round and celebrations in the Liam Smith corner. The fight described by Conor Benn as a crossroads has proved to be a very significant night in the career of Liam Smith. Very much back on track. The seasoned pro got the upper hand against a rising prospect, and in the end it was his experience, it was his guile, and it was work on the inside that made those openings. And a brilliant finish from Liam Smith, one of the best performances of his entire career.